Kansas City. It's Chiefs football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. Mahomes now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds rolling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Murray.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the court.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Williams now on the return. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 78 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. To Barkley on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. They'll try and throw for it. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Williams to return. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
Let's go!
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And, Charles, we look at the performance so far. 3 touchdown passes. Been pretty good, but they're losing.
You start with the positive, exactly as you stated. The 3 touchdown passes is already thrown. You see them here getting it done. But the rest of the team, as well as himself, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to try and rally themselves back into the lead.
Absolutely. They've got to find a way to turn it around. Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Second and 5 now. Murray, flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win it.
And got his man, complete. And bulldozing his way through. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And when we talk about yards after the catch, you think about speedy little receivers, but Travis Kelce was third in the NFL in 2020 in that category.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Williams. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. Murray now on first down. In trouble, and the ball's out. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. But sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down is Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Murray again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. They'll look to throw. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, son.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already know this is going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 29, Mahomes. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. We're back now in KC. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 43. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
To throw, it's Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Do you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 56 yards. And the Cardinals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray to throw. Williams brings it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. they've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go, G. 44.
Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Mahomes to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Back to throw, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.